Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to iCraft SMP, and we are actually on 1.10. Check this out, this auto jump feature is quite nifty. I'm not even jumping at all, and it's doing its own jump thing. That's actually pretty nifty. I actually might like that to some degree. Yeah, let's go see what it does when I just randomly roam around things. Oh, see, that could be dangerous where I just fall off a cliff because of it. Yeah, but that actually is pretty cool. I can jump. I could choose to jump like that, or it will do it jumping for me. That's actually really nice. Yeah, so in today's episode, we're going to try to put on a roof on this thing. I don't have a roof yet, and what I'm thinking of is I'm going to use dark oak to make the roof. And I should really have a way under and out the other side, but I'm afraid monsters will try to kill me. See, I'm so used to trying to just jump over things instead of just letting it auto jump. But yeah, 1.10 has some really, really unique things that we're probably not going to see anytime soon until we get to Season 3. We're planning on starting Season 3 on 1.10. See, I need to fix my pickaxe, so I'm going to have to go to town first. Not my pickaxe, my axe, my regular axe. I'm going to go to town first and get me an axe, and from there, I wonder if this... Yeah, see, it slows you down, so you still have to hold down the key to move. Either way. Yeah, so I'm going to go to town, get me a new axe, and I will be back. Oh, I'm almost at 30. That's very sweet. Yeah, so I'll be back, and I'm just going to collect some wood, and we'll get started on the roof. Okay, folks, I've gathered at least 3.5-ish stacks of wood. I have plenty of wood, so I have no worries about the amount of dark oak wood I need to get. I was debating if I wanted to do spruce wood, but I think I'm going to stick with dark oak. It does match at least that texture, and I'm going to try it first, and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to do some stairs, and I'm just going to take all of that in stairs, and let's just see what this even looks like as stairs. Okay, I can work with that. Or I can also go with the lighter texture wood. I don't know. But I do want the outside to be fairly nondescript as much as possible. So I'm gonna go with I think upside down stairs way up here. And let's just see what. Okay, I gotta fix that. We'll see what I do with that there. Okay, why must I fall? There it goes. Now, I thought auto jump, by the way, was going to be something like this, where I would just constantly be jumping, because that would be quite useful in certain circumstances to have a way to turn it on and turn it off. So let's see what this looks like real quick from a little further away. Okay, I can work with that. So this is essentially going to be a business type thing, so this is why the roof shape's like this. And I'm going to have to, I don't honestly know what this roof's going to look like in the end, so I'm going to have to essentially define how this roof looks as I go. So the first thing I'm going to do essentially is define the border of the roof, which is all of this. I'm going to go and do that off camera, and I will be back shortly. I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm not entirely sure how this is all going to play out right here because, well, shoot, right? And then I also noticed this was 1, 2, and 1, and I think in a couple places I might have not done that. So I'll have, yeah, like right here, for example, I've not done that. So I'll have to also fix this spot and just basically move the orange block over. Okay, stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm liking this design. I've got upside down stairs on the very bottom, followed by right side stairs on the very top. And I'm kind of curious. I also noticed this place has got donkeys. It's so odd. I don't know why it's got donkeys. I thought you had to breed donkey. I got to put some stuff on the bottom. I was going to put some andesite or some other, supporting foundational thing down here. I'll work that out later. So that's why I have the building floating. But yeah, I do like how this looks. This actually has a really nifty design to it. Well guys, I got to point something out. Minecraft 1.10 is quite stable. Look at this. I'm actually at 32 extreme here, and I've never been able to do mip-map or anti-aliasing like this ever, or anisotropic filtering. I've never been able to do that with Minecraft, and I got it all completely turned on, and I can't believe how stable this actually is. This is super impressive. Okay, I can't get up. There it goes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so what I'm doing here, by the way, is I originally put block down here, and then I realized, well, I could probably use slabs for that instead of blocks. And so that's what I've got going around the entire outside there, basically one big giant piece of slab. And then on top of that, I'm putting essentially a set of stairs on top, which is super cool. And when I looked at it from far away, it does look really good. And normally I wouldn't do a build with all the curves in it, and I'm still debating whether or not I want to have a build with all the curves. I mean, I may just maybe make this section just stick out and then have this section come up in a peak along with that section over there. But I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to do that. So for the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and just, slab away what I've got. And I will see what I do with that in the end of the day here. Really. Not today, but, in the end of the day of building this roof. If I will put those two as peaks. And it's also thinking about I could do a peak over here for this roof. And then everything else would essentially be the way it looks right now, which wouldn't be all that bad. Oh, this is nice. Now I have a way up and over. Sweet. Okay, yeah, that was the design I was looking for right there. When I did that block up followed by the staircase, that was actually the design I was looking for. The question is, if I do peaks over here, I haven't done the middle yet. If I do peaks over here, this will eventually culminate in a peak, and I'll have to figure out how to essentially connect those two peaks back together. So, you know what? Let's give the peak idea a try. What it means is I just have to destroy part of the build, which won't be all bad, right? I hate these planks because I'm kind of out of dirt. I don't quite have the dirt I need to do this. But yeah, what it'll mean is I'll have to take out this entire section here. And actually, I could probably keep that bottom piece, and then the peak will just kind of come up and over. And it'll just be kind of an open area. You know what? I think I'll do that. Let's not use this plank. I will save it for later. And I might need some extra space. I don't know yet. I'm kind of out of room. Okay, guys, this is what it would look like if I put a peak in, just to get a basic peak idea. The question is, do I want the peak to go down all the way to the very bottom, or do I want to keep this little beam right here? And I kind of like having the beam there, actually, and I don't know, that does look really interesting. It really does. It's a different style of peak than I would normally think it would be. I might just keep that like that. So I'm going to take a nap. And I'm going to try out the other side, and I'm also going to see what else I could do with the peak. I'm also thinking I could put some glass inside the peak and just kind of maybe stylize it a little bit. I'm not sure how well that's going to go. I'll find that out later if I can do that or not. Yeah, so stay tuned. Sun's setting, so be right back. Guys, the dynamic lighting is super cool. Look at this. Isn't that neat? It only works for a certain distance, though. At some point, it basically fades out and the arrow just kind of sort of disappears. Oh, wow, it worked all the way over there. Anything pretty much higher, you don't really see the arrow anymore. It just kind of disappears. But yeah, and also your offhand too, it's super neat. See? Well, the sun's coming up now, but you can sort of, you can't see it now, but you could see it earlier where when you switch hands like this, it actually shows up with your lighting, which I thought was like super cool. So yeah, I've made 3 peaks now, and I debated on making a peak over here, but I've kind of changed my mind. And now I'm doing 2 sets of slabs up, and I was thinking about doing another set of stairs on top of this slab right here. And it's almost like a gradual upward thing. And what I might end up doing is after I finish this, well, I tried to put stairs on this one and it ended up looking kind of funky. So, oh no. Slab, why you gotta be doing that? Anyway, so yeah, so this actually fits like right here perfectly. Okay guys, I took out all the staircases and I opted to do something that looks like this, where this comes up one, and then it comes up another one, and over here it does the same thing. It comes up one, then it comes up another one. This is pretty much a single climb, and I did the same here where it popped up. Although this one needs to get changed out because it's I don't think that's the right height if I think about it, because it does come up one and then it comes up a second one, but this one actually doesn't seem like it fits the overall theme the others are doing, but it is, because then this would have been a second height thing, and actually it's probably because of, I don't know, it's just a little off for some reason. I can't exactly put my finger on why this section is just a little different, but it works. I could just keep it the way it is. But yeah, so for the most part now I'm left with this giant square, and I'm not entirely sure what to do with this giant square other than maybe changing the shape a little so it looks hopefully something a little different than a giant square. I don't know. Actually, I wonder if I can make it into an X shape. That would be kind of cool. An X shape would basically be this way and this way. So that means I'm doing this in completely the wrong space. So I'm going to, yeah, and you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to make this roof an X-shaped roof. At least the very top piece. And it honestly it won't be that noticeable. Most people will probably never even notice it's even there. I'm gonna have to count this and figure out how the X shape's gonna work. So I'm gonna come right back with the X shape and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I'll tell you guys, making an X is not an easy thing to do, but I actually got a basic X shape actually, if you think about it. I've got a hole in the middle though, but that'll work that out. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to leave this there, then bump up all of these up by 1, and then eventually bump up this entire centerpiece by 1. So I'm gonna see what I can do, and if it works, stay tuned. Okay guys, so I am gonna call it quits. As you can tell, it's nighttime. Not really, it's only about 2:20, but I gotta actually go. We are going to be doing a walkthrough of our new place, and hopefully that means we can finally get it and work on things. So I want to show this to you what it looks like in the daytime, but we're gonna wait that out for a few minutes. But in the meantime, I want to explain this here. I'm leaving this open for now because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I've got an X shape already in here, which is pretty cool looking. And I was thinking maybe I can make skylights or something and just use glass to cover this part up and just have a glass opening here, which I think will be really cool. Hello. I figured somebody would spawn in here, which would actually be really cool looking to do this, you know, to have kind of a glass shaped opening up there at the top. And it does look really cool to have that, I think, and I'm going to see if I can make that work in any meaningful way. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to have to get going. And once the sun comes up, let me show you what the entire outside looks like. Hello, you found me too. Go away. The last thing I need is the creeper. I still have to fix the walls over there. I didn't get around to doing that today, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. Let me run past you, Mr. Skelly. Oh, you missed. Taha, sucker. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and get up some daylight. I'm not going to wait for the daylight taking way too long than it probably should. So let me get up there and show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, here's what the build currently looks like. I know it's hard to see with that dark oak. That dark oak really does make it hard to see. Let me see if I can get a little higher for you guys. Get as high as I can go. There we go. Now you can see the top of the build. I think it actually looks real nice now. I've got 3 areas where it peaks up. I'm going to eventually put some glass pattern in there somehow. And then I've got this X-shaped top here. And so it does look real nice. And let's take a big giant dive. Okay, that was a stupid dive. Why did I do that? That was the worst dive I've ever made. Okay, anyway, so let's get up and close and personal here. We'll eat some zombie flesh as we go. And as I repeat the usual phrase, I'm going to show you the inside and what it looks like. See how much nicer this is? And actually, I could probably uncase these two and use a piece of glass there too. I'll think about that later. But I do like how this turned out. It did turn out quite well. What is that right there? Oh, that was a peak. Hello. And the peaks themselves look real nice too. I'll just have to do some glass work on both sides of all the peaks. And I'll have to save that for another day. Because right now it's not going to be it, because I'm definitely out of time because I've got to run. I want to say this might be higher than that side, but okay, whatever, works for me. And yeah, this actually looks super nice. What's going over here will eventually be a drinking establishment on this side. I have enough room for it to work. It should work out pretty well. There should be enough space for it to work really well for me. What's going over there, what's going in the middle is going to be a bunch of seating areas. What's going over here is going to be kind of a more, I guess, privater version of seating. So think of this as the high-end seating area. And then what's going in here are like little individual rooms and cubicles. I've got to think about a floor design also. And I'm going to have to think about that. I want to use prismarine blocks. I really do. I want prismarine blocks to be in here. I would love to use like gold blocks, but that's not going to work for me. I know that. But a couple emerald blocks would be really nice. Just a couple strategically placed emerald blocks. And what else? I've got a few other design ideas I'm thinking of, and I just need a color for the wall, and that's going to be a challenge. And I'm thinking I could use like a staircase, spruce thing, staircase, I don't know. I'm going to have to play around with some wall colors, and I'll have to get back to you guys about that. But yeah, maybe a prismarine type floor, or a prismarine design floor would be super nice. I wonder if I can even get a tree in here. That'd be cool. but no, probably not. But yeah, maybe some logs would be pretty cool. I'll have to think about all that. Give me some ideas, people. I really do need ideas for the floor in here. It's got to be fancy and shiny. That's what I want the inside to be. I want the inside to be fancy and shiny. I want the outside to be kind of the color it is right now, which is pretty much drab and gray. And I've yet to finish up this area here. I'm still debating on what it's going to look like in the end, so that's why there's nothing there yet. Okay, guys, so give me a like, give me a subscribe, leave me a comment about some ideas for the interior. I could really use those ideas for sure. And definitely, what else am I missing? Like, subscribe, comment? Oh yeah, definitely. We'll see you next time. Okay, bye. I don't want to have to see your rear end like that. Don't be shy. Come on, buddy. Don't be shy. Come on. I can't even see you. This is not fair.